Hey everybody, this is Robert Price. Today I just want to talk about two things that you can do on your minor chords, okay, to add a little bit more flavor, okay? So let's just get right into it. But before I do, make sure to subscribe and like this video, okay? All right, without further ado, we're going to be in the key of F major, okay? F major. All right, we have the scale, okay? All right, so the first example, we're gonna cover the sixth diminished, okay? I recently did a video that, I forgot the title exactly, but it was something about getting to a minor chord using a diminished movement or something like that. You may just have to go check it out, see if I'm somewhat close to that. But I kind of touched on that a little bit in the key of C. So today I'm just going to expound on that, okay? Now, when you have your regular major scale, you have three minor chords, okay? The first minor chord is on the 2. If we're in if we're in the key of F major, your 2 is minor because that's a G minor. You have a 3, which is in this case A minor. And then we have D minor, okay? Now, for this example, I'm going to be on this D minor, okay? Okay? And what I show you on this D minor, you can also apply the same concept on the A minor and the G minor, okay? And of course, you take this and you put it in other keys, all right? That's how you continue to grow, okay? So let's go over the sixth diminished scale. The good thing about this is we're only adding one note to your major scale. So since we're in the key of F major, the only note that's we're gonna add is this C sharp. Okay? All right. So that's pretty much it. You still have it, just now we have a C sharp in there. Okay? So the two chords that we're going to be going back and forth with in this movement is a D minor and, okay, a G diminished, okay, or however you want to call it, right? Those are the two chords that we're going to do. We're just going to keep going back and forth between those two chords, but I'm going to show you in a drop 2 type of way, okay? And of course, when you're using drop 2, you just take the second to the highest note and put it in your left hand, okay? So that's going to be kind of cool to learn the movement, but not only learn it, but kind of apply a drop 2 version of it, okay? So, like I said, I'm about to show you this movement, but the movement is really going to be like this. I'm going to go down the scale. So just if you have to, you can just follow my left hand. So you can see that I'm still staying within the scale. The only accidental is going to be C sharp, okay? Here we go. Okay? So to some, that may be like, oh, okay, I really want to learn that. To others, it may be like, that sounds kind of basic or generic. But here we go. It's really going to add more melodic movement to your playing. Because if I'm playing in the key of F, and I'm walking it down, walking down the scale, maybe just playing regular talk music, I'm doing that. Instead of just staying on this D minor, I can do this. So right there, I just added more movement, right? And of course, I'm doing it in a drop 2 type of way. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here we go. The first chord, the way I'm playing it, sometimes I like to start out playing it in this inversion. So I have A, C, D, and F. Now, of course, with the drop 2, I'm going to take this D and I'm going to put it down here. So now it's going to turn into this. Okay, so make sure you get that. Now the next chord, of course, I'm going to that diminished chord because that's all we're doing. We're going from a minor chord to diminished, minor, diminished, minor, diminished. That's all we're doing, okay? So we have the first chord, Now we go down to that diminished. Okay. Now with this right here, I told you have just a regular G diminished, but you're going to take that C sharp and put it in your left hand. Okay. Okay. So far we have. Now we go down. We're just inverting now. That's all we're doing because we have our two chords. We have the sixth minor, and we have the diminished. So now we're just going to keep inverting them, going all the way down. And you can go up, whichever way you want to. So here we go. We have C in our left hand, and in our right we have F, A, and D. Of course, this is where the C would go, but we take that C and put it down here. Okay? So I'm just going to show you just the blueprint, and I'll let you, customize it however you want, okay? Here we go. So you have B flat in your left hand. In your right, you have E, G, and C sharp. Now, once I get done with this, just to let you know, I'll play around with it just to show you some some possibilities, okay? Because hopefully you're not too bored with this part of the video, okay? So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So this is the next chord. You have A in your left hand, and in your right you have D, F, and C. Okay? Now you have G in your left hand. Remember, we just inverting it now. You have G in your left hand. You have C sharp, E, G, and B flat. Okay? Here we go. Moving on to the next chord. We're almost done. We have this chord and this. And that's it. We'll be done with this example. So we're here. We have F in our left hand. In our right hand, we have C, D, and A at the top. Okay? All right. Here we go. This is the last chord. So we have E in our left hand. In our right, we have B flat, C sharp, E. Well, we have E down there. So B flat, C sharp, and G. Okay? And now we're back. Okay? So if you stuck with me, this right here is going to open up a lot of possibilities because now you don't have to just rely on just playing the regular minor chord just, by itself. If you're kind of good with your left hand, of course, you can do movements in your left hand, like, playing fifths, But aside from that, if you just want to have movement, especially if you're doing talk music, this is okay. But I get to that minor chord, I can do, now I'm at the 4. You see how that just opens up your playing, okay? So, and I want to show you using a drop 2 because that way you can use the melody, because what if the melody goes like this? If you're on the 6 and you play this, but now you can use the melody of, So if I'm using that melody, just because, or maybe it's in a song, I can do, okay, with that melody note, I have this, okay? I'm just going back to the chords I already showed you. You see, it opens up your playing now. Now you can think melodically. You can say, okay, if I'm on this 6 and I want to do some type of melody, I can use the 6 diminished scale, okay? So guys, it's really cool to do that. You can do, you can do, Now I kind of skipped one note just because of the melody. But you can just make up, I'm just kind of making things up on the fly. But so really practice that. Really practice that because that can go in a lot of genres, okay? So you can do many things with that, okay? So for the second example, what we're going to do is when you're on a minor chord, just something. Now this is really simple. Think about the 3. You know, I was just trying to think of, you know, a better way of saying it. But if we're on the 6, if you think about the major chord on the 3, so we said earlier that the 3 is minor, right? But in this case, we're going to think of the 3 as being a major chord, okay? Okay? In this case, A major. So a lot of times I would do this when I get to that 6 minor. When I get to that minor chord, I'll do this. That sounds pretty cool, right? Okay? So pretty much the theory behind this is whatever my 3 is, just make that a major chord when I get to the 6. But this really where it comes from. A lot of times when you're on the 6, you can go back and forth between the 3. You can do this. Okay? I've heard that in many situations. So this is really a replacement now that I think about it. So instead of doing a diminished chord, you see, you can do this. Okay? But instead of actually going to that 3, or you're just going to stay on the 6. Okay? And I actually want to show you a run that you can do with that. Because if you're going to play a major chord over that 6, why not think of yourself as being in the key of A? Now, if this goes over some of you guys' head, then, you know, just kind of bear with me. You could just take the chord. But a lot of times I would do this. You know? Okay? You kind of go out and then you come back in. You know? Okay? So I'm literally just throwing out different things, you know. I'm just going up the scale and down the scale of A major, by the way. So when I did this, you know, that's literally just playing around with the chord. Okay? And that little twitch is between B and C sharp. Okay? Now I'm just going up the scale and down the scale. Okay? And now I'm back. Okay? So the first example was really the meat of the video. This second example is just something to kind of do to kind of go outside the pocket for a little bit and then come back in. It's a really cool thing you can do over the 6, okay? You know? Now that's something you can do with your left hand. I have D, A, and C sharp. Okay? And then all I do is just drop that C sharp to the C, okay? So of course the style of these lessons, sometimes it's just kind of free flow. So I'm just kind of thinking as I go. But yeah. So that's all I want to cover today. Just those 2, see? All right. See, I'm back, okay? So once again, subscribe and like and let me know how this video helped you out, okay? Thanks.